Welcome to Chemistry Lab videos by Dr. Anima Upadhyay. In this video, we'll discuss about the expected Viva VOC questions on the determination of total hardness by EDTA complexometric method. If you are performing this experiment in the lab, the most probable questions for Viva VOC could be: what is a complexometric titration? And the answer to this question is when the endpoint is determined by the formation of complex, it is called complexometric titration. What is the full form of EDTA? The full form of EDTA is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. So you are employing EDTA salt for the preparation of standard solution. I will be using disodium salt of EDTA for preparation of standard solution. Why you are using disodium salt of EDTA and not EDTA? The EDTA is sparingly soluble in water, whereas the disodium salt is soluble in water. Therefore, I will use the disodium salt of EDTA. While preparing the solution, you will directly weigh the salt and dissolve it in water. I will weigh the salt, and to this salt I will add little water and 2 test tubes of dilute ammonia, and then dissolve it and make it up to the mark in the volumetric flask. Why you are adding ammonia? The ammonia is added to the disodium salt of EDTA for its quick dissolution. What you will do with this solution? I will fill this solution in the burette for titration. What are you going to determine? I am determining total hardness in the given water sample. What is hardness? Hardness is that property of water which does not allow the water to form lather readily with the soap solution. Okay, what are the types of hardness? There are 2 types of hardness: temporary hardness and permanent hardness. So what are you determining? I am determining the sum of both these types of hardness, that is the total hardness. Can you explain temporary hardness and its causes? Temporary hardness is one which can be removed by boiling the water, and it is due to the presence of bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. What causes permanent hardness in the water? The chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium produce permanent hardness in the water. How you can remove temporary hardness? By boiling. On boiling, the bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium, they decompose to form insoluble precipitates of calcium carbonate or magnesium hydroxide, along with the evolution of carbon dioxide, which escapes into the atmosphere. And on filtration, the soft water is obtained as filtrate, and the precipitate is rejected, which is collected on the filter paper. So in this way, the temporary hardness can be removed. What is the indicator you are going to use in this experiment? Aerochrome black tea is employed as the indicator. Can you explain the procedure in brief? Yes, after filling the burette with the EDTA solution, I will pipette out the sample water from the sample bottle, add 5 ml buffer to it to adjust the pH around 10, and then a few drops of indicator. Because of the addition of indicator, the color of the solution will turn wine red at around pH 10. Then I will titrate it with the standard solution of EDTA filled in the burette till the color changes from wine red to clear blue, which is the end point. And record this reading. Go for a concordant reading. Why the color is turning to wine red? The color has turned to wine red because of the formation of a complex between the indicator and the hardness causing ions, that is calcium and magnesium. You said you have to adjust the pH around 10. So what are you using to adjust the pH to 10? The ammonical buffer, which is prepared by mixing ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide, is used for the adjustment of the pH. Why the pH need to be adjusted? The pH is required to be adjusted for the formation of complex, because the complex formation takes place only at this pH with the EDTA. Can you explain it that it is a pH sensitive reaction? Yes, it is a pH sensitive reaction because when 1 mole of hardness causing ions, that is calcium or magnesium, reacts with 1 mole of EDTA, it produces 2 moles of hydrogen ions. That shows that it is a pH sensitive reaction. Can you determine temporary and permanent hardness also? Yes, temporary and permanent hardness also can be determined. We have to determine the total hardness first by taking the sample water from the sample bottle, and from the same bottle, after determining the total hardness, 100 ml hard water is taken in a glass beaker, which is then boiled off to around 50% of its original volume and then cooled, filtered, and the precipitate is rejected because the bicarbonates are removed due to boiling. The temporary hardness is removed. Now it contains only the permanent hardness in the filtrate. So, following the same procedure, what I have done for the determination of total hardness, I will determine the permanent hardness. And by subtracting the permanent hardness from the total hardness, I can calculate the temporary hardness present in the water sample. What are the units in which you can express the hardness? The hardness can be expressed in various units such as milligrams per liter, parts per million, degree Clark's, degree French, but all in the terms of calcium carbonate equivalent. Why the hardness is determined in the terms of calcium carbonate equivalent? The hardness is determined in the terms of calcium carbonate equivalent because it is the most insoluble salt and also for the ease of calculation. The molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100 and the equivalent weight is 50. If the hardness present in the water is due to calcium chloride, what you will do to convert it into calcium carbonate equivalent hardness? The weight of the impurity is taken. It is multiplied with the molecular weight of calcium carbonate, which is 100, and then it is divided with the molecular weight of the impurity, which converts it into the calcium carbonate equivalent. Alright, so what is hard water? Hard water is that which does not form lather readily with the soap solution. What is soft water? The water which can form lather readily with the soap solution is called soft water. You are telling that when you are titrating the hard water sample containing the Erythrochrome black tea, the wine red color changes to clear blue. So, the end point shows the clear blue. What does it indicate? The clear blue color indicates the formation of hardness causing ions with the EDTA. What happens when the clear blue color is formed at the end point? At the end point, the EDTA displaces the Erythrochrome black tea in the solution and takes its position and forms a complex with the hardness causing ions, that is with the calcium and magnesium ions. Okay, so the color of the hardness causing ions with the EDTA is blue. No, the color of the hardness causing ions with the EDTA is colorless. Then why the blue color is obtained? The blue color is due to the free indicator, which is removed from its place from the complex and it is now free, which shows its original color. Alright, so is hardness good for drinking or industrial purpose? No, the hardness is harmful. What happens if you add hard water to the boilers? If the hard water is added to the boilers, it leads to boiler troubles such as scale and sludge formation, caustic embrittlement, boiler corrosion, and priming and foaming. If you drink hard water, what will happen to you? If I continuously drink hard water for prolonged periods, it may lead to several illnesses like stone formation in the kidneys, ulcers in the digestive tract, or even damage to the soft tissues leading to cancer. What is the permissible limit of hardness in the water, drinking water? According to ISI specifications, the hardness should not exceed 200 ppm. On the basis of hardness in the water, how you can classify the hard water? According to the ISI and WHO standards, there are certain specifications. Up to 60 ppm hardness, it is called soft water. 60 to 120 ppm, it is called moderately hard water. 120 to 180 ppm, it is called hard water. And beyond 180 ppm, it is called very hard water. But it varies from country to country depending upon the tolerance limit. What is drinking water called? Drinking water is called potable water. I have discussed almost all the possible viva voce questions in this video. If you have any more questions and you want the answers for them, please leave a comment in the comment box. Before watching this video, do watch the video in which I have explained and demonstrated the determination of total hardness. Keep watching my videos. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you.